guys, are you using Ringless voicemail drops already or thinking about adding it on to your marketing strategy? Well, you might want to watch this video all the way into the end, guys. I'm going to be talking about some new robocall legislation that they have going around in Congress right now that may affect whether you actually want to do this or not. But make sure you stay into the end as well, because I'm going to give you all some tips on things that you can do to replace Ringless voicemail drops as well, guys. So let's go ahead, let's get into it. All right, guys, so there are bills in both houses of Congress right now with bipartisan support to eliminate robocalls. Senators approved a bill called the Traced Act, and House Republicans, or just the House in general, because this is definitely a bipartisan thing, they approved the Stopping Bad Robocalls Act just a few weeks ago. Now they differ on a few different things, but it's basically the same thing. It's to eliminate robocalls. So when you get those phone calls of people trying to sell you health insurance and all of these automated phone calls, this is an effort to eliminate that. So there was 26 billion excuse me, 26 billion robocalls made last year, guys, and there were 5 billion robocalls made in May of this year. So it's really exploding. It's really becoming something that a lot of people are really upset about. Let's make it as simple as that. So since those bills have been approved, or in between the Senate's approval and the House's approval, the FCC went ahead and approved phone companies to be able to manually block these phone calls from coming in the first place. They also expanded the statute of limitations to 3 years, which is up from 1 year that it previously was at. And fines if you were illegally robocalling people, fines can be up to $10,000 per robocaller, so be careful. Now, as I kind of stated earlier, the House and Senate kind of differ on a few things in their bills. So the Senate would require the parties that be that they clarify what a robocall is. That is very like an expanded definition of what robocalling is, essentially, whereas the House did not require that stipulation. So long story short, guys, it seems to me very, very clear that the writing is on the wall, that Ringless voicemail is probably gonna be out of there really, really soon. And even if it's not, you know, I'm in the mind that, you know, if so many people are complaining about it and so many people don't like it, then I don't want to be doing like nuisance marketing. So here's what you can do about it, guys, and this is what I've personally started to implement into my business as well. What I recommend is adding in text messaging instead. So maybe replacing Ringless voicemail with text messaging. That's what we've did. So now we've got Ringless voicemail, we've got text messaging, at the top of our funnel now. So like we filter out people that may not be interested, or we've got the wrong phone numbers and things of that nature, utilizing text message. And it's actually cheaper than Ringless voicemail when you're using bulk text messaging. So we're doing about between 2,000 to 4,000 right now on average text messages a day, just trying to get that outbound reach. And we're generating a decent amount of people like reaching back out to us through text, and that's how we're getting our cold callers on the phone with already qualified, you know, at least warm leads already, guys. So it's working out pretty nicely. So that's what I recommend. That's one thing that you can add into your system right away to get up and running. But you can also just transition from it into other things. Now, if you keep it going, you know, beware, you know, try at your own risk is what I would say. You can start transitioning to other forms of marketing, such as like direct mail, cold calling, online ads, bandit signs, flyers. There's a ton of other things that you can do that you probably won't have to worry about being illegalized or outlawed anytime soon, guys. But yeah, like I said, you know, it seems inevitable that Ringless voicemail is on the way out. But you know, even if it's not classified as a robocall technically, you know, if you keep calling someone with this same automated voicemail, people may start calling the FCC on you regardless, and you really don't want those problems. Okay, so my best recommendation is to start the transition over if you're a real estate professional, or you know, any type of professional for that matter, and you're using like ringless voicemail drops or other forms of robocalling. Definitely keep into consideration what's going on with the legislation. I left the links to the videos that I referenced in this video down below, so definitely check those out, guys. I hope this video helps, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one, guys. And until next time,